Stop doing squats. I know that sounds extreme, but if you are over 65 and squats are your main exercise, you may not be building strength anymore. You may be losing it. I say this after more than 25 years working with older adults. I have treated thousands of patients, and I keep seeing the same pattern again and again. People tell me they squat every week, some even every day. They feel active. They feel like they are doing the right thing. They believe this is what keeps them strong. But then the truth shows up. They cannot stand up from a chair without pushing off with their hands. Their legs shake when they try to hold their weight. They feel unsteady when they turn or step sideways. Some have already had a fall. Others quietly stop going out because they no longer trust their balance. So what is actually happening here? Squats are not the problem. The problem is what happens to your body after 65. Your muscles no longer respond the same way. What used to build strength now barely sends a signal. Squats are a general movement. They spread the effort across your body, but they do not deliver enough targeted resistance to the exact areas that weaken first with age. Your calves, your quadriceps, your upper body pushing strength. These are the systems that keep you upright. These are the systems that catch you when you lose balance. And if they are not trained directly, they continue to decline. Research shows that after 60, adults can lose between 3 to 5% of muscle mass every year without proper resistance training. Not movement, not activity, targeted resistance. It is like your health bank account is being quietly drained every single day without you even noticing. That is the difference most people never understand. Your body has already adapted to squats. It recognizes the pattern. The signal becomes too weak. And when that happens, your muscles begin to shut down. Slowly, quietly, until one day your body does not respond when you need it most. Stay with me, because today I am going to guide you through 3 doctor-approved movements that can rebuild your strength faster than squats without any equipment. And before we go any further, comment your age and where you are watching from. I read every comment, and I want to see who is serious about rebuilding their strength starting today. The solution is not doing more squats. More reps will not fix this. More time will not bring your strength back. What your body needs now is a stronger signal, a more precise signal, the kind your muscles actually respond to after 65. That is why you need 3 specific, surgeon-approved movements, not random exercises, not long workouts. Just 3 targeted movements that directly rebuild strength where your body is failing. No gym, no equipment, less than 10 minutes a day. The first movement is called the heel raise, and this is where your real balance actually begins. Most people over 65 completely overlook this because they focus on bigger movements like squats or walking, thinking those are enough to keep them stable. But they miss the one system that reacts first when something goes wrong, and that is your calves. When you trip, when you step on something uneven, or when you shift your weight too quickly, your calves are the first muscles that fire to stabilize you. Not your thighs, not your hips. And if that reaction is too slow or too weak, your body cannot correct itself in time. That is when a small mistake turns into a fall. This movement is designed to rebuild that reaction from the ground up. Stand tall, and if you feel unsteady, lightly hold the back of a chair, not to support your weight, but just to guide your balance. From here, slowly lift your heels off the ground as high as you can until you are standing on the balls of your feet. Hold that position for 1 to 2 seconds and feel the tension in your calves. Then lower your heels back down slowly with full control. Do not drop. Do not relax too early. That lowering phase is critical because it trains your muscles to control your body as it comes down, which is exactly what happens when you lose balance in real life. Repeat this for 10 to 12 repetitions, but do not rush. Speed is not your goal here. Control is. A very common mistake is turning this into a bouncing motion, going up and down quickly using momentum instead of muscle. That does nothing. Momentum does not protect you from a fall. Muscle control does. If your legs start to shake, that is a good sign. That means your muscles are being activated again in a way they have not been for a long time. Research on balance and fall prevention shows that improving ankle and calf strength can significantly reduce instability in older adults. Because balance is not just about standing still, it is about reacting under pressure. and that reaction starts at the ground. If your calves are not strong enough to respond instantly, your body has nothing to rely on in that first critical moment, and that moment is everything. Most falls do not happen during exercise. They happen when you are distracted, when you turn, when you step, when you get up at night, or when you walk on an uneven surface. Your body has to react before your brain even processes what is happening. That is what you are training here. Not just lifting your heels, but rebuilding the first line of defense that keeps you upright. This is not just a calf exercise. This is what keeps you from hitting the ground. The second movement is called the wall push, and this is where most people over 65 are far weaker than they realize. They focus on their legs, they think walking or squatting is enough, but they completely ignore upper body strength. And that becomes a serious problem the moment they need to push, lift, or catch themselves. When you start to fall, your legs may not save you. Your arms are your last line of defense. If they are not strong enough, a small loss of balance can turn into a serious injury in a fraction of a second. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. Place your hands flat against the wall at shoulder height, slightly wider than your shoulders. From here, begin to bend your elbows slowly and bring your chest toward the wall. Take about 2 seconds on the way down. Do not rush this. Control the movement. Keep your elbows at about a 45-degree angle. Do not let them flare out too wide. Your body should stay in one straight line from head to heel. No bending at the hips, no sagging, no shortcuts. Once your chest gets close to the wall, press firmly through your hands and push yourself back to the starting position. That push is where the strength is built. That is the moment your muscles are being forced to respond. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions. If it feels easy, slow it down even more. Because again, speed is not what builds strength here. Control is. This movement strengthens your chest, your shoulders, and the back of your arms. These are the exact muscles you rely on every single day. To push yourself out of bed, to stand up using your hands, to carry things, and most importantly, to catch yourself when something goes wrong. Most people never think about this until it is too late. They train their legs, but when they lose balance, it is their arms that have to react instantly. If that reaction is weak, there is nothing to stop the fall. And this is where the real risk shows up, because falls do not usually happen when you are prepared. They happen when you are distracted, when you move too quickly. When something unexpected happens, your body has to respond without thinking. Research on aging and muscle function shows that upper body strength declines steadily after 60, especially in people who do not perform any pushing movements with resistance. And once that strength is gone, it becomes much harder to regain quickly. That is why this movement matters so much. You are not just building strength, you are restoring your ability to protect yourself. Your arms may be the only thing stopping a fall from becoming an injury. The third movement is called the seated leg extension, and this is one of the most important exercises for maintaining your ability to stand up and stay independent. Most people over 65 do not realize how fast this muscle declines, because it happens quietly, without pain, without warning, until one day, simple movements start to feel difficult. Sit upright on a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. From here, slowly extend one leg out in front of you until it is almost completely straight. Do not lock the knee, but get as close to full extension as you can. Hold that position for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower your leg back down slowly with full control, then switch sides. Do not kick the leg up quickly. Do not let it drop back down. Every part of this movement should be controlled. That control is what forces the muscle to engage again. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. And just like the other movements, if it feels easy, slow it down. The slower you move, the more your muscles are forced to work. This exercise targets your quadriceps, the muscles at the front of your thighs. These are the muscles that allow you to stand up from a chair, get out of bed, climb stairs, and support your body weight throughout the day. After the age of 60, these muscles decline rapidly. Research shows a loss of about 3 to 5% of muscle mass per year without proper activation. Not movement, not walking, but targeted activation like this. And here is where it becomes dangerous. When your quadriceps weaken, you start to rely on your hands to stand up. You push off the chair. You lean forward. You shift the load away from your legs because they can no longer handle it. That is not just a habit, that is a warning sign. Because once your legs cannot support you properly, your risk of falling increases, your mobility decreases, and your independence starts to slip away. This is why this movement matters so much. You are not just strengthening your legs, you are restoring the exact function that allows you to live on your own terms. If this muscle weakens, your independence goes with it. Now here is how you put all of this together in a way that actually works. You do not need a complicated schedule. You do not need to do this every single day. In fact, your body responds better when you give it time to recover and adapt. Start with 3 sessions per week. That is it, 3 days. Each session takes less than 10 minutes. You begin with a heel raise for 10 to 12 controlled repetitions. Then move to the wall push for 8 to 10 repetitions. Then finish with the seated leg extension for 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. Move with control. Rest briefly if you need to, and repeat if you can. Consistency matters more than intensity. Doing this 3 times a week, every week, sends a clear signal to your muscles. That signal is what tells your body to rebuild strength instead of continuing to lose it. And I want to give you a simple challenge. For the next 7 days, commit to this routine. Just 7 days, no skipping, no excuses. At the end of those 7 days, test yourself. Stand up from a chair and notice how it feels. Pay attention to your balance when you walk. Notice how stable you feel when you turn or change direction. Most people are surprised by what changes in such a short time. Because the body is not broken, it has just been undertrained. You are not trying to become an athlete. You are rebuilding the strength that keeps you independent. And that starts with showing up 3 times a week for the next 7 days. And as you take on this 7-day challenge, I want you to make a simple commitment. Go down to the comments right now and write, "I'm in for 7 days," along with your age and where you are watching from. This is not just a comment. This is a decision. When you put it in writing, you are far more likely to follow through. I will be reading those messages, and more importantly, you will start seeing other people your age stepping up, taking action, and rebuilding their strength. You are not doing this alone, and today is the day you start. Now step back for a moment and look at what you have just learned. This is not about you not trying hard enough. It is not about you not exercising. It is about using the wrong signal. Squats are not bad, but after 65, they are no longer the most effective way to rebuild the strength your body is losing. You do not need to do more. You need to do what actually works. 3 movements, no equipment, less than 10 minutes. But each one targets the exact systems your body depends on to stay stable, to react, and to remain independent. So do something right now. Stand up. Do 1 heel raise. Just 1. Feel your body respond. Feel your muscles engage. That feeling is your system waking up again. And if you are serious about this, go down to the comments and write, "I'm in for 7 days," along with your age and where you are watching from. I read every comment. Like this video so more people your age can find it before it is too late. Subscribe, because next week I am going to show you the #1 protein mistake that is quietly destroying muscle after 65. And share this with someone you care about. Because most people believe getting weaker is just part of aging. It is not. Strength after 65 is still possible, but only if you start doing what actually works today.